Hey YouTube, Paul Phillips here with Patek Photography and Gear Reviews. We finally made the transition to fluorescent lighting with our videos for YouTube, and we shared a little bit of that information with you recently on a video about the 3-in-1 mini boom kit that we use to light our videos. But I wanted to sort of offer a little bit more detail about these really interesting fluorescent bulbs that we're using now. So, in the previous video, I talked a little bit about 500-watt incandescent bulbs, which were the ones that came with our mini boom kit. And for 2 years, they worked just fine. I mean, the longevity of the bulbs was good. Only thing we had to worry about was the heat from the bulbs. Had to be very careful that you don't touch them, because 500-watt incandescent bulbs, man, they generate a ton of heat, so you really want to be careful. But if you want to do video on the cheap, the mini boom kit is a great way to go. You can pick it up for about $225 from B&H Photo in New York. So that's an inexpensive lighting kit, and actually I think you can pick up the 2 stands with the 2 umbrellas for even less than that. So just to give you an idea of cost, under a couple $100, and you can get yourself some decent lighting. Okay, so what you see in front of me here is 2 fluorescents and an incandescent. This is a typical tri-light bulb you'd have in your living room for reading, 30, 70, and 100 watts. And as you can see, it is totally dwarfed by the fluorescent bulbs that we're now using for our lighting. And so just to give you a comparison, on your right, this is the one that we talked about first in a previous video. We picked up 2 of these from Walmart for about $14.95 a piece. They're 45-watt bulbs. They offer an equivalent output of 200 watts. And you can get away with shooting video with 2 of these bulbs. The only thing is that your daylight balance, or your Kelvin rating, is 4100 degrees. And I'm going to show you a comparison picture on the video so you can see the difference between 45-watt bulbs and 105-watt fluorescents, because there is a difference and you need to just be aware of it. Your camera may compensate. The previous video we actually did with 2 of these 45-watt bulbs, and you probably wouldn't notice the difference unless I gave you comparisons side by side. But let's talk a little bit more about the bulbs. Okay, 45 watts, 200 watt equivalent output of an incandescent, and 4100 Kelvin rating. We purchased them from Walmart, so they say right on it 200 watt equivalent. They're made by a company called Globe. The interesting thing, if you're interested in green and the environment, that kind of thing, you're going to love these fluorescent bulbs. I actually read the warranty and the detail information on the side of the box, and the manufacturer claims that if you use these bulbs for 3 hours a day, they'll warranty them for 9 years. They'll give you your money back if they burn out in under 9 years. So that's a pretty good service life on a bulb you're going to use in the studio. You're going to last you forever, basically. All right. And other thing too I noted was that the bulb is made in China. And if we compare these 2 bulbs, you can barely tell the difference, other than the Cowboy Studios bulb says Cowboy Studios on it. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if both of these bulbs were coming out of the same factory. Okay. 45 watt, 200 watt output equivalent, 105 watts, 500 watts equivalent, 5500 daylight balance. So there is a difference between the temperature of the light from this bulb and this one, obviously. If I didn't show you them side by side, you likely wouldn't know the difference. So what I've done is I've took a little comparison photo to show you, so you can actually see the difference in the color temperature. The Cowboy Studios bulbs, we ordered these off Amazon.ca. They were $26, so about $32, $34 delivered, something like that. They came 2 in a box, fairly well packaged. They were in another larger box with bubble wrap, the whole 9 yards. I was leery about buying light bulbs over the web, but no issues. I mean, they showed up, they're in one piece, very well packed. So I would definitely purchase over the web again for these type of bulbs. I didn't have any issues. They show on the side of the packaging here, they basically just say photographic lamp. There's nothing on the box that I can find that actually says it's a Cowboy Studio product until you open it up and then you actually look on the bulb itself where it says Cowboy Studios right here. But again, it wouldn't surprise me if both these bulbs were coming out of the same factory in China, because both of them are made in China. So there you go. And just as a little side note, The two lights that we're using to light the video today are the 105 watt bulbs, the Cowboy Studio version. And so if you're looking for an inexpensive lighting setup to do YouTube videos, either way, if you go out and get yourself a couple of these $14.95 45 watt bulbs from Walmart, no problem. 105 watts if you want to have exact daylight balance. Now for us, because we do so much video work, I'm going to use the 105 watts. You'll see in the photograph the difference between the two, but either way, you can get shooting YouTube videos on the cheap with either selection. So again, Walmart $14.95 a piece, Amazon $13 for each of these bulbs. We bought two of them for 26 bucks. So I hope that maybe, you know, demystifies, I guess, some of the concern that you might have about using fluorescent bulbs. And again, it's nice and cool now. We're not, you know, the bulbs aren't generating a lot of heat, so that's good. So I hope this has been helpful. We're going to follow up soon with some more camera bag reviews and some how-to videos. Like I say, this is an aspect of our business that we thoroughly enjoy, so don't forget to subscribe and like us, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.